So we need to do something about this, and we need to do it fast. Next. So I pretty much want to avoid this scenario where all of us will be dead by the time virtual reality becomes something that we use every day. So as I mentioned before, I'm pretty much tired of living in a flat land, living in a information world that is flat. I want something that's three-dimensional. So basically, I want to climb information mountains instead of being stuck in a flat universe. Next slide. Next slide. Again, this is pretty much what we've been dealing with for the next, or for the last, or actually over 40 years. This again, this flat environment. I can't emphasize that. Next slide. Yeah, so this is what we need to do is pretty much turn this into a 3D kind of environment. Here's an example of that. Next slide. So VR could have a radical impact on science, but today VR is not used by any of my colleagues at UC Berkeley. Next slide. The future of how we convey and interact with information is strongly linked to virtual reality. So where is VR and why hasn't the future arrived yet? So let's talk about the future. Again, I mentioned Google Glass. Google, one of the largest companies in the world, tried to figure this thing out. Obviously, they failed. This is an example of Google Glass. And of course, if you try to go buy one at your local store, you can't because they withdrew the product and they canceled it. Next slide. Next slide. So again, going forward, in order to understand the future, you must understand the past.